Hey everybody, I'm today going to replace that door handle right there on this is a 2006 Ford Fusion. If you own a car like this, there's very little doubt you've experienced one of these broken handles. So just a close-up on the problem here. These handles over time, they get weak and they will fail. So this one right here is actually cracked right there on the plastic, and then this one still will open the door, but in time that's going to fully break off and it won't work at all, and you definitely don't want to have a door where somebody couldn't get out if they had to on the car. So the way this goes, what I have for the job, I have a door trim removal tool. I've heard that called a cat claw or cat's paw, maybe cat claw, I don't know. So I have that, and then I have a 7 millimeter socket, and then I also have a that's probably too bright, there we go, T20 Torx bit. And so you'll have the T20 in here, and you'll have a T20 Torx here, and then the 7 millimeter bolt will come out of there. Excuse the dirt. Alright, so and then there'll also be a number of clips along the perimeter of the panel. And then once these clips are loose, I don't know the exact count, but once the clips are loose under there, this top part up here just kind of hooks on. So once it's loose, then the panel will lift off. But first, I'm going to remove this screw and then the Torx screw in here to get this trim off, and then the switch. It'll lift out and I can unplug it and get out of the way. So we'll do that now. Okay, screws out, and then this piece just pulls away. Okay, and then on this side we will back this screw out. That one's a little longer. Okay, that screw is, I've removed that screw, and now we'll pull that screw out. Okay, I have my 7 millimeter screw, or 7 millimeter socket rather. Let's see, there we go, get that out of there. Boy, well, I guess that can stay in there, and then this just snaps out and lifts up. And then underneath here is the screw, so we'll get that unplugged. Okay, got this out. Screw's still sitting in there. I guess it'll stay put okay. And then to unplug that, on this clip, there's that button right there, and you just have to push that down and pull the thing off. Alright, let's move on. Okay, so now we're ready to use our trim removal tool to get the clips loose under here. I could kind of see one down in here. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, there we go. Yeah, so right there. So there's one. Feels like there's probably one up here somewhere, if I can see it. Of course, you want to take some care. You want to take some care on this not to. Oh, I see it. Come here. Try not to scratch your paint up if you can help it. Get it there. Oh, there we go. Whew. So that's two. Trying to see. I see one down here now on the bottom. If I can get up under there. Oh, there we go. And then there's another one. So there's two. There's two on the bottom. One here. One here. I feel like there's probably one around the inside. Let's see. Yeah, and then there's one right there. And that might be, yeah, I think that might be it. Okay, so let's see. Let's see if I can just lift this off now. Oh, no, I forgot something important. There's a, wait a minute. Nope, that's the handle. That comes off after the panel's off. Oh, but there's a clip in there. There's one right there. Let's see if we can get that one. Yes. Come here. There we go. Now let's see what happens. Is there one on this side? Yeah, I think there is. Boy, I kind of feel like this thing is just going to come flying off of here. I thought there was a. Maybe I'm wrong on that. I thought there was a hook kind of on the top for that to set in, but these panels were replaced under warranty not too long after we had the car. So maybe they weren't put on entirely right. I'm going to put my knee under here, try to support this. Yeah, I think the clip's going to be right here. Boy, this is a little tricky with one hand. There we are. Okay, so this thing it's just loose now. So we'll pull it away. So what we have here, let me see if I can get a good shot. Yeah, so there's these clips across the top. There's two of them. There's two over here next to on the front part of the door. We're looking from the top down, of course, and then one here, two down here, one there, two over here, and then these alignment pins. So, okay, let me set this down over here. Off to the side. There. All right, so inside the door, you see the speaker is down there. There's our handle. This is the door lock actuator. Looks like it. I've never removed one of those. I guess it has little clips on there to get that thing out. The reason I'm looking at that is I've got a door lock actuator on the front passenger side door that the lock and handle are fine, but the actuator's not. It makes noise, but it doesn't move. So that's a different story. And then this is the motor that raises and lowers the window. And so let's get on with this handle. So the way this is made, it's in there pretty tight. It's got these alignment holes here and here that I think are supposed to, yeah, they're supposed to line up with, or at least this is supposed to locate the opening of the panel with the switch, or vice versa. But I've done the front driver's side handle before myself, and And it's good to kind of, you take a Sharpie and then mark, I guess just make some reference marks here, so that I can kind of get this aligned well from the get-go. So the replacement switch I have, I'll get the part number. There's the part number for you. And then what comes in the box is the switch. I actually got this off of eBay, and you could probably find them. There's a lot of Dorman replicas, if you will, but people didn't seem to like those as much. So, and I kind of, if I'm going to do something myself, then, you know, get the genuine part, I think. And of course, I got this actually off of eBay for a deal. It was probably half the price, maybe more than half off than what the dealer would have charged. So, and of course, you know, eBay, it is what it is. So you have to kind of do your due diligence with who you're buying from. But here's what I received. This was in the bag, in the box, and then of course there's this protective plastic on there to keep the chrome from getting scratched. But let's just do a quick comparison here and make sure that before we take this any further apart, that what I've got matches what I have. My replacement part matches the original, and that looks identical to me. I don't see anything here that would make me think this wouldn't work. So I'm gonna do some reference marks on the existing switch, existing handle, excuse me, so that I can get the new one lined up pretty close on the first try. Okay, so the way we're going to mark this, I'm actually just going to take my Sharpie, and we'll just put a line. Just put a line across here, like that, and then I'll round the corner, just like that. So that way it will be easy for me to get not only level, but plumb, I guess, if you will, to get the new one lined up. I noticed too that there's some here and here, there's a little, I guess, a casting mark or something that I don't know if it's a coincidence, but it kind of lines up with this little, mostly lines up with this little mark here in the middle, and then this mark here. It's not quite right on, but I think the marking around the perimeter, around this corner, is going to be the best way I guess that I can think of, or that I know of, to get it lined up pretty much on the first try. So we'll go ahead and I'm going to remove that bolt, and then once this comes off, this plastic piece for the cable that actually actuates the door mechanism, get my Sharpie put away here so I don't make a mess, but that white part, if you look on this new one, it'll just slide out the back once it's loose. So we'll do that now. I forgot to mention this bolt right here is an 8 millimeter. So we'll take that one out. And that should be, I think that's all that holds this thing on there. I think. Let's see. No? What am I missing? What am I missing? I'm missing something. What am I missing? Let me look at my new one again. So there's, oh, no. I thought there was just the one. I thought there was just the one bolt. It holds it on. I think that's all that. Well, why are we stuck then? Is there some glue back there or something? That's weird. Oh, yeah, all right. there was a, oh, okay, so there was kind of a moisture seal, I guess is what that is. That's interesting. I might try to get that off of there and stick it on the new one, because I guess that's probably there for a reason, to keep the rainwater out if any should get up there. And then of course this part here should just pop out right out of there if I can get it. There we go. And then let's see if we can do this. And then that one, come on. There we go. And then that just slides out of that notch right there. So now you have the loose cable and the old handle, which we can throw in the recycle bin because I have any use for a broken handle. All right, so I'm going to try to, well, other than getting this weather strip off, or weather seal off there, so I'm going to try to do that now and swap this over. Okay, I got the little weather seal piece off there. It's not sticky. It's not really sticky, I guess, just from being pinched between that handle and the door where that bolt was for 10 years or whatever. I just got it stuck on there pretty good. So I'm just going to stick this kind of on there and put the bolt through. Put the bolt through there and let it do its thing. And I'm going to try to line that little line up vertically. It may not make any difference, but I'll probably try to line it. I think that's where it was. Looks like that's where it was pinched. So we'll do that now. I've also got to get the cable. I'll get that cable hooked back on, just the reverse of the way it came off. So we'll do that now. Okay, I got the cable connected back on there and the bolt in, and lined up my mark. I think that's pretty much on. The bolt, I snugged it down, and then, you know, maybe another 1/8 of a turn once it was snugged down. It's a metal, it's metal, you know, metal bolt on, or metal threads on the back side, so no danger of stripping it, I guess, but you don't need to go, you know, He-Man tight on it. You know, just snug it down, maybe another 1/8 or 1/4 of a turn past snug, just to, you want it on there pretty solid, because people are going to be yanking on that thing on the handle there. So all right, so that's probably the hard part, I guess. So let's get the, I'm going to get the panel put back on, and we'll click it in. Okay, the panel's on. I started, I lined that clip up and just give it a kind of a good pop like that, and just went around the edge, just pop it down, and then those two up here, I just pushed them down to make sure they were clicked in. It seems like as the door gets closed, these two up here want to pop back out, but it's not that big of a deal really. They don't rattle. I've never heard any rattling from this, so not a huge deal. But just push them in and click them in. Hopefully they'll stay engaged. So we're going to we'll put the door window switch and door handle back on. Go ahead and peel this off. That's always satisfying. Peel off the new shiny trim, and hopefully there's no defects, which I don't see any. I don't see any in there, so that's nice and shiny and new. And we'll start. This will kind of just be the reverse of what we took apart. So we'll do that. To get this trim back on, of course, you just pull the handle out and slide it in there behind, and then the screw, of course, will go in there. One thing I forgot to mention too is that normally there's a little plastic cap covering that screw trim piece. Ours has gotten lost somewhere along the way, but you might need a small pick or a small screwdriver to get it out. So we'll do that. Okay, well, here we are. Everything is back in. We'll test the window out. It works. Window goes up, and now, of course, the door lock doesn't open, so unlock that, and it works. Job done.